Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Be Money Smart. I'm Augustia, and I'm very excited to dive into today's episode with you. So here is something interesting that came from one of our listeners. Are you your boss's employee, or is your boss actually working for you? Now, most people would probably say the first one, right? But why is that our default thinking? Well, think about it. From the time we are kids, we are conditioned to follow instructions and rules. Teachers tell us what to study, and parents tell us what to do, and we just go with it. We grow up expecting someone else to be in the driver's seat of our lives. Someone say jump, and we ask how high. So don't get me wrong, we all have some independence, like we know what we want to for lunch or what movie we want to watch. But when it comes to the big stuff, our career choice and our education, our school, universities, we are still looking for someone else to tell us what to do or what for choose. It feels safer that way, doesn't it? Let someone else make the tough calls, minimize the risk, and just tell me what my job so I can just collect my paycheck without the headaches. It's the same mindset we had as students. Just show me how to resolve the problem so I don't have to think so too hard, and I will be able to handle the similar questions on the test. But here's the thing. This is where it gets interesting. And you are always operating from this employee mindset. If you are just always thinking like a student waiting for instructions, what are you actually learning? And you are getting a fixed salary. You are getting leftover resources, stuff that already has been chewed up and processed by someone else. Your boss only pays you because they are too swamped to handle everything themselves. And they need you to take some of the load off their plates. But here is a kicker. Your skills will always be limited to what your boss already knows. And you might think, well, of course the boss should know everything I know. That's why they are boss. Yeah, that's true, but that's missing the point entirely. The point is, you will always be stuck earning the employee salary. You can't level up to boss money if you are just thinking like an employee forever. Now, some of you might think, well, what if I just get really good at being an employee and earn multiple salaries from different jobs, like the part-time jobs, the main jobs? Oh, okay, that's not a bad strategy. But the real game changer is learning to think differently and stop being the person who just wait around for marching orders. Be proactive. If you want something, don't sit there just waiting for someone to hand you a step-by-step manual, and you just got to figure it out by yourself. That's how you develop independent thinking. That's how you take control and how you start earning money that other people can't. This applies to school too. By the way, a teacher can show you their way of solving a problem, but what if you can come up with something new or better? And you might actually outperform your teacher and ace a test. Yeah, sure, the exams have standards and they are pretty structured. And what if you could be the person writing the question who sets the test instead of just answering them? I heard this fascinating interview with a top student from Hong Kong. Now, Hong Kong doesn't really separate to people in arts or the science track or discipline. But this kid was absolutely crushing it in science, always ranked the number one, especially in math, physics, and chemistry. And here's what he said. He wasn't necessarily smarter than his teacher, but when he tackled the problem, he could think of 3 different ways to solve it. For essay questions, he could write 3 completely different essays. Here is a really smart part. This didn't just make him a better singer, but it made him study how the test makers think. He would ask himself, if I were the person who set this exam, how would I design the questions around this concept or this knowledge? He flipped the script completely, and he saw the exams and teachers as tools to help him to reach his goal. while other students were just rolling the dice, thinking, let me see what her boss they throw at us. He was thinking strategically. He just think, I want to hit the score to reach my life goal, so I need to nail this test. The test setters and teachers, they're just the person who give me the help and instruction. When you shift your mindset like this, everything changes. You realize that you are the CEO of your own life. Teachers, parents, bosses, managers, they're just all consultants helping you to reach your goal. But here's the next piece of this puzzle. Once you've got the mindset locked in, you need crystal clear goals and a life plan. In school, your goal is your GPA. After graduation, let's keep it simple. Your goal is making money. So if you are in government work, maybe it's getting promoted to a certain level. But let's focus on the money side since what most of us are dealing with. Set a target for how much you want to earn, and then look at your boss as the resources. What can they teach you? What skills, connections, or opportunities can they provide that get you closer to the target? If your boss can only just get you halfway there, say if you want to make $10,000 a month, but they can only help you to get $5,000, then you need to figure out how to bridge the gap. With this approach, you are going to have more ways with clarity and drive. You will consistently be asking yourself, what do I actually want? And what's my roadmaps to get there? Now, just not pie in the sky fantasies, but real, actionable steps. What efforts do I need to put in? What helps do I need? And remember, this target is yours, not something that you are splitting with anyone else. If you want to make $10,000 per month, that's your take home, and not some numbers you are just dividing up. So think about whether your current situation can actually deliver 10,000 worth of resources and opportunities. When you start thinking this way, your sense of purpose becomes laser focused, unless you are one of those people who just want job security and stability. And look, I get it. Especially fresh graduate students or people just who have been laid off, there's a feeling of, I just want something stable. Yeah, but here's the thing about language. It has power. If the job is stable but the paycheck isn't cutting it, then what? And in today's world, the only thing that's a constant is changing itself. And so how do you actually create stability? If you want job security, okay, be specific about it. What does stable actually mean to you? And how do you keep it stable for the next 5 to 10 years or until retirement? What are the risk factors and how do you overcome the problems or challenges? You will quickly realize trying to control a bunch of uncontrollable variables is a losing game. It's way better to focus on increasing your own control and certainty. And that's actually our next topic. But for now, just control something you can control and boost your own confidence in your abilities. Take exams, for example. You can expect every questions to be something you've seen before. For major tests like SAT or college entrance examination, there will definitely be curveballs. And how do you reduce the uncertainties? By doing tons of practice tests, really understanding the core concepts, and being able to apply them flexibly. And when you see a new question, first figure out what concept it's testing. Then, before the exam, study the patterns from the previous years and try to design the questions yourselves from the test maker's perspective. The Hong Kong student I mentioned, he actually predict several exams questions this way. By thinking like the person who set the test, you can sometimes see what's coming, and which reduce uncertainties and increase your confidence. So try to shift your mindset and take control. Stop clinging to what the old believes that you should do. Just do what you're told because it's safer and more mature. That kind of thinking might not cut it anymore, and especially in our post-pandemic and rapid change world. Okay, so in Uncertain, ambiguous time like this, just being proactive already puts you ahead of the pack. And that's a wraps on today's episode. If these mindset shifts resonate with you, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button. And we are dropping new episodes every week with practical strategies to help you think like the owner, not just an employee. Your journey to wealth starts with changing how you think, and we're here to guide you every step of this way. Until next time, keep taking control of your destiny. See you soon. Goodbye.